Hi, today we are going to talk about how to write a persuasive essay. It's very easy to ascertain from the topic or the word persuasive. That means you have to persuade someone to believe what you are saying. It's very easy. So, if you want to buy something and you want to coax your parents into helping you, what do? You persuade them by telling them the pros, and they might butt in and they might say that no, it's not very good, but you'll try to overcome that as well. So, this is what we are doing in a persuasive writing piece. So, in NAPLAN, you can either get a persuasive writing piece or a narrative writing piece. So, you have to be prepared for both. So, now let's look at the structure of writing a persuasive piece. So let's begin with the basics. So the layout is a 5 paragraph structure. We have the introduction, which begins with a hook sentence, and you write your 3 arguments in it. So that means it's a thesis statement. It's giving all your points of view, whether you agree with the topic and why you don't, if you don't agree with the topic, and the other point of view as well. So, 2 arguments for your stance. You're taking a viewpoint, you're taking a stance that I agree with it. So, for the topic, and 1 point which is against. So, it's called the rebuttal. So, you have to tell us what the other people are thinking about. You have to take into consideration what the other people are thinking about. So, I might say it's very good. I give my 2 bits that it's fabulous, and but at the same time you know that someone might disagree. So the sandwich essay is made of an introduction, body paragraph 1, 2, 3, and the conclusion. So now let's begin by looking at the essay question. So supposing you get a topic which says why study history. So what is it asking you? So it's asking you to analyze whether it is beneficial to study history or not. You have to now decide, you have to take a stance. So now the essay, the word limit is also given there. So you have to decide, you have to plan out your essay accordingly. So you get around 40 minutes to write your essay. So you have to plan it accordingly, whether what are the points that you are going to give in, and they should be substantial. So let's look at this. Why study history? The question is asking for an opinion or your voice or your point of view. We must give both sides of the argument. So 2 paragraphs for the argument and 1 paragraph against the argument, which I said is the rebuttal. Though you will not agree with it, but you will say that while I feel so, there are many people who feel that history is a waste of time, and come back to your stance. But it's very important to acknowledge the worldview or the other side of the coin, and always stick to the word limit. You can only go up or down by 10%. So the basic structure, coming back to the basic structure, very important, because a lot of times people lose marks because they don't stick to the structure. Structure carries very high points. So we have the introduction, which is also called the thesis, contention, or stance. That means what is your stand, your viewpoint on the topic. So first body paragraph is for, second is for, third is against, and the conclusion ties up whatever you have been saying. And an ideal solution conclusion will present a solution. We'll say, while all this is happening and we are fighting about things, the best way to go about this would be this. So that will really be a clincher if you're able to provide us a solution. This gives you a clearer picture. Mind mapping, the blue points are for, and the orange ones are against. So both for and against ideas. So a complete or a comprehensive essay will be only that one which considers all the options, the worldview. So we know that you are an informed person. So why study history? The important history of in our own lives. It provides us with an identity. It is useful in the way of work. History makes us understand people and societies because it studies what happened earlier. However, the naysayers or the people who don't agree with it, they say that there are more important subjects which we need to focus on. The knowledge is very no longer valid. So that means it's outdated. We don't need to rely on history very much. So everybody is entitled to an opinion, but your skill lies in persuading the reader into believing your point of view. So another way to plan is, I think this is quicker. You can quickly make a T chart, put the topic there, for and against, and write down your points quickly, because remember, speed is of the element. So here the introduction is very important because it presents the stance of the reader. The thesis statement should be clear. The introduction says, so I begin with a hook sentence. The one in green is a hook sentence. You can have, so you must be knowing, or let me just revise that a hook sentence can be a rhetorical question, or it could be an anecdote, it could be a quotation, but you have to begin with a hook sentence. So my hook sentence is, do you doze off in the history class? Let me assure you. So the moment you have something amusing or engaging, automatically the reader gets attracted. Let me assure you that you're missing a piece of something very pertinent in your lives. History is a good thing to study and it's really useful. It's important in shaping our understanding of ourselves, other people, and the wider community. Though some people, believe that this knowledge is outdated. So I'm putting that point, I'm putting that rebuttal there. So all these 3 points will come in the introduction. So let's understand this progression of paragraphs. So marks are given for coherence and cohesion. Each paragraph should progress from general to specific. So we begin with a general topic, then I discuss, give examples, and make it specific. This is very important. Most important is the teal structure. So a teal structure not only helps you in writing your essays, it is a very useful tool for writing any answer. It helps you structure your answer. So T is for topic sentence. Like I told you, must have a topic sentence which you have to elaborate or explain, and you have to give your evidence and examples. You can give anecdotes to elaborate what you said, and then you link it back to the topic. So this is a very tight structure. For every paragraph, you have to follow this. Most important. So remember that just like other papers, there'll be a specific structure that you need to follow. Like I'm just revising. Introduce the topic and the problem you're writing about. Then you briefly present the opinion, and then your opinion and 3 supporting arguments. And I've already told you the main body. Then we have the first paragraph, the second paragraph, and the third paragraph, and the conclusion sums up everything and draw a conclusion. So you have to conclude. So you can say that because I said this, this is correct. So you can, it's something like verify. You are verifying or you are reiterating that because you said this, this should happen. Okay, so those arguments form the basis of your conclusion. So now let's look at it. Topic sentence. While there are numerous reasons to study history, but the most pertinent is that history helps us understand people and societies. Explanation of this topic. This is because history provides us with a vast repository of knowledge about how people and societies behave. The evidence. Economic forecasts are based on past trends and help us make correct predictions. We study history to understand how and why people manage their lives the way they do. Therefore, we should study history. So we are linking it up. Of course, this you can add your own examples and evidence and make it more engaging. Now let's look at this sample essay. Chocolate milk at school. So the topic is chocolate milk at school. Do you prefer chocolate or strawberry milk to regular milk? If so, you need to be aware that some educators and health experts want to stop school cafeterias from providing chocolate or other flavored milk to students. The article Chocolate Milk in School Cafeterias explains that this group of people are concerned about the extra sugar added to chocolate milk or other flavored milk is unhealthy. So, we start with the first topic or my first argument. While excess sugar is certainly unhealthy, I think it would be unwise to take chocolate milk out of cafeterias. The result of taking chocolate or other flavored milk out of cafeterias would be worse than the little bit of extra sugar kids consume. Even though nutritionists and other experts don't agree on this issue, it seems clear that it is better for kids to drink milk of any kind rather than not to drink milk at all. Taking flavored milk out of the cafeteria almost guarantees that there will be many students who will go through each day with no milk at all. So, this is how we are persuading that we should allow flavored milk. Many parents claim that their kids will not drink white milk even if it's the only kind offered. Their kids would rather go without, and going without milk means going without the wonderful benefits of milk. So what is without doing? It's using it's a device, a literary device of anaphora where the words are being repeated. So you can use literary devices to enhance your writing. Okay. Mm, Coming back to the thing, I know many kids who hate white milk but like chocolate or strawberry milk very much. Even with the sugar concerns, it's better to have some of the benefits of milk rather than none. Now we have evidence. Experts from both the American Heart Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics also think it is better for kids to drink flavored milk than no milk at all. They agree that the benefits of flavored milk outweigh its disadvantages. I think school officials need to listen to the experts, the parents, and the kids and the students and continue to serve milk in school cafeterias. The benefits of drinking milk clearly outweigh the drawbacks. Keep the milk in the school so that the students will be able to make choices and get the calcium and vitamins they need. So, as you can see from the comment, the writer of this essay has well developed reasoning effective for supporting the text and evidence. So, very simple, but the points are there, they've been elaborated and aided with expert opinion. Very important to give expert opinion or evidence to back your arguments.